Okay, please enter the time. Kind of weird. Am I supposed to have a mouse cursor here? I don't know. Alright, so last time I entered the time and it congratulated me on following orders. It said this time I could set my favorite time, but let's just go ahead and I'm going to set it to my real time. Yeah, this is weird. I feel like I should have a mouse cursor. Nope. Okay. It'd be a lot easier if I could see my mouse. Okay, confirm. It's actually 6:35 p.m., but whatever. That works. How could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 6:35 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 6:35 a.m.? It's actually pretty inaccurate. Okay, so yeah, I can't see my mouse. This is annoying. You know, I can just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. This makes me think of Seaman from like the Dreamcast way back when. Or was that the Sega CD? I don't remember. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to get new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip out a couple new ones up. Should be ready by next time you boot up the game. Great. Okay, so now I can see my pointer. And as I understand it, you can't really continue your game because it doesn't matter. I think you're just supposed to start from scratch every time. So, alright, I just want to double check my settings before we begin our game. Okay, we're good to go. Let's begin the game. Loading.
This is the story of a man named
Okay,
Stanley.
we're gonna skip this. Okay, I just realized I'm using the wrong resolution. Let me change that real quick. There we go, much better. Are the bars looking a little bit better? Okay. Okay. So, I've spoken to a few people. And apparently I could interact with a lot more things I wanted. Like, I closed that door on my own. The thing that threw me off is that I don't have, like,
all of his
a HUD.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Missed a memo. Yeah, so... Okay, so every door that I've... I mean, I do hear me, like, interacting. So just quick investigation
No
here.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
No.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Actually, this computer's on. Okay, I turned it off. Alright, so we're going to start poking around a bit more now. Alright, so what are we going to do? Turn off all the computers. Alright, so any obvious things to mess with? Do we try every door? I don't know, that's going to be kind of tedious. Alright, let's just keep going. Can I have that cup? We hate Mondays after all. Okay. I close the doors now. The door is not closed on me. Okay. So every little thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, we're going to go to the left. Because there's some other options we could do that I want to try out. Just going to hit everything. Okay. Alright, we got this room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm just pressing everything. Okay, nothing here. Nothing to interact with. Broom closet. Oh. I could open the broom closet door. Cool.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, I like to poke around stuff, but it's hard to tell what you can interact with and what you can't.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's do that. Close the door. Okay, so there was this executive bathroom. Can we go in here? Yes, we can. What's in here? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, that the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the bosses chose. Yeah, that's deep, man. Dig it. Soap. A non-functioning mirror. Nothing to say, Mr. Narrator. Let's close that door. Okay. Nothing interactable in here. It won't let me close the door.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
2845.
But
Gotcha,
of
pal.
course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Briefcase. Nothing. Alright. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
We just pressing on everything? I don't know. Alright guys, so I'm gonna do like an extra long playthrough this episode. And depending on how many likes I get will determine if I do another episode or not. Because I really don't know how to structure this series. Because, yeah, I have no... It's almost impossible to plan out these episodes, so I'm only going to continue on if you guys want me to. Can we go up? I pressed the top button. But we're still going down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright. I see nothing to interact with here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, the reason why I'm not going to take this way right now is because there was like another option here at the end. You got like an on and off button. I want to see what happens when you press off. Or was it on button? Whatever, you know what I mean.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright, let's go. We got a bunch of things we could poke around here, but it's probably not gonna do nothing. Nope. Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing. Alright, so far everything's identical to what we did before.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Manipulation.
No.
What a
He
show,
refused to believe it.
manipulation.
He couldn't
Here we
accept
go.
it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But
Anything's
here was the
possible.
proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, last time I didn't see these buttons. 1, 2, I remember there was a 5 button somewhere, so let's push these buttons in order. If I can find it now. Where's number 3? Anybody got number 3? I see 5 up there. I do remember that from last time, so it's got to be along the walls. Maybe it's down here. We didn't go down here last time. Okay, there's 3 right there. Let's press number 3. Now where's number 4? Anybody got number 4? Could be over here. Is it along the wall here? I'm not seeing nothing. Where are you, number 4? Wait a minute, I think I see something up there. But could I not get up here? This is blocked. But number 4 is up there, I think. From what I could tell. Lame. And I can't jump and nothing. But that is obviously number 4 right there. Alright, it won't let me do that. And I don't think there's any other way to get up, right? It isn't that kind of puzzle game, is it? Well, actually there is. Maybe. I'm gonna press number 5 though. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but here we go. Yeah. Unless there's another button that opens up that door. I mean, this game is meant for like exploration and things, right? Console disabled. Okay. Okay, that has a red light leading to this right here that says offline. Here's some more switches. They don't do anything. Okay. 1. They made different noise. I don't know what to do with this. I feel like I'm dragging now, so let's just keep going. The main reason why I chose these options this time around. It's in this room. Here we go. Mind control idle, awaiting input. So last time we pressed off. This time, let's turn it on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Yes. Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Cool.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are sent to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
I like it.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it?
There we go.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in
3
mind.
was over here.
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that?
Boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Yeah,
A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
sure.
All right, I'm in a good mood.
Excellent.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Didn't do anything.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm not going to make it.
To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
3?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Okay, 3's over here.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Now what?
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Incorrect.
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
1.
I mean, look at you.
I don't know what to do.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Not really.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you
One light
for
blue
every
22.
moment
What?
that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Activate button. Hint.
This is not a challenge. It's
Light
a
blue
tragedy.
22.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
I don't know
I'm
what to
going
do.
to destroy it first, so you can't.
He's gonna
Take a
kill
look at
me.
the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
Yeah.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Goodbye,
No
I'm playing War 27.
just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
And we're dead. Okay. I'm sure there's a solution to that. I'm just not smart enough to figure it out. They gave me like a clue, something about light 22 or something. I don't know. Alright, now this time I'm going to go through that escape route. I'm going to follow the same initial choices and
All
then
of
go...
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hey, the store says new content. What's the new
Oh.
content?
New content? What does that mean, new content?
Beats me. I believe this is like the Ultra Deluxe stuff. Oh, we're moving. It's dark. Very creepy. Okay.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Pretty cool.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Well, I didn't see much of the old content, but okay. Let's do it anyway.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Mesmerizing, you say? I look forward to being mesmerized.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
White walls. Woo! Open space. The jump circle. Can I jump now?
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
Jumps remaining 36. Just the board here.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I figured. Wow, I could jump. But I can only jump in the circle. Do I want to count this down? Can I duck now? I could duck. Alright, let's move on. Alright, I gotta know what happens when it just runs out. But then again, maybe you need the jumps for something. Maybe I only have 21 jumps total. Let's see what's going on. Let's keep moving. Another elevator. Bloody brilliant.
Goodness. Another elevator.
That's what I just
Stanley,
said.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
This guy jumps to conclusions, doesn't he? Can't click on anything. Bottomless pit. Everybody needs a bottomless pit. What's this sign say? Thank you for enjoying the new content. I guess that's it then.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Sure. I know that's not just the content, though. Oh, it's different. I haven't even played through all the vanilla stuff. I don't know. Alright.
Psst! Stanley!
Yeah.
Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Okay. I like that we're buddies with the narrator now. Oh, stand up, stretch my legs. It won't let me. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, I can barely move. I'm getting stuck. Come on now. Come on then. Here we are. Oof. Okay. Can't we have at least like some dramatic music?
You remember
or something?
how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Okay.
Take a look.
Ooh, I'm excited. What you got for me, narrator? It's a very bright door. Oh. Totally different aesthetic here. Oh, outdoors.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Cool. Memory lane. The memory zone. Kind of wish I played through a bit more of vanilla, though. It's okay. I'm sure this game will have me, like, revisit all that anyway. Alright, let's go inside. What's going on here? Oh.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
What is this? British Academy of Film and Television Arts. Good times. Just the various rooms and things. We got postcards here. More the same. Can I play with the globe? What's the scripts? Our first kiss, my first card, the really Stanley Parable. Okay. I'm sure if I played the game back in 2013, I'd be more nostalgic right now, but that first dollar, that's a big dollar bill, man. Very cozy. Demonstration. Can I play it? Nope. Unachievable. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I've heard of that achievement. Is it possible to get this achievement? You okay? Nominee, British Academy Awards. Guess this is a British company, huh? New York Times. New video game releasing today. Excellent. Los Angeles Times. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Got like a kind of a barn type situation. Little Stanley. Huh, little Stanley's a mouse. Am I supposed to know who that is? Pretty cool. No, can't go over there. What is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
New elevator content. Destructoid, huh? Well, me personally, I don't trust video game media sites. I just don't. I have my reasons. I keep them to myself. Alright, so we can go down to this door. Let's go to this door. Memory zone maintenance. Can't go through there. Hey, look at these little figures. There's one of them, Stanley. Person of the Year. Don't know what this stuff is. Oh, it's like a map editor, I think. Ooh, all kinds of buttons. Loading screen messages and things. They can't do anything.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley, but I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Is this what you call meta? I don't know. It won't let me in the serious room. I can't jump now. Your number is 29. Alright, let's go back this way then, the way we came. I guess we're going downstairs now, right? Yep.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I don't know, it's getting kind of creepy though. And red. My vision's gone red. Slightly red. No sodas for me. Oh, we're going outside now. Steam reviews? Uh-oh. I guess...
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
That's a good question. I find user reviews more credible than the big online sites. Okay, let's see. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I guess we're just walking. The ultimate choose-your-own adventure game, I guess. I mean, is there any reason to really look in every nook and cranny? I don't think so. So let's just follow the way. Let's just go. Let's keep moving. Hello, bucket. Ooh, I like the sound of rain. Okay, I guess we're gonna get more Steam reviews. Can't read that. Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Chin up, man.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
How can you accuse something of being preachy when there's no message to push? You have to have a message or agenda to push to be preachy. Okay. Ooh. Wet squelching noises. Alright, narrator. What's up? Oh, I guess we're going over here. Oh, here's another one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
A skip button. Oh, there's a skip button. Cool. This is a very interesting game. I still don't know what to make of it, though, you know? I guess we're just supposed to go along and just experience everything as we go along. But I don't know, I'm used to like character-driven or story-driven, but this is very situationally driven.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on.
Okay, so I get it. I'm supposed to skip this.
The you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes.
Here we go.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
The button.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right.
Here we go.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Okay, so it's 2:10.
Unendurable by any means. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there.
Cool.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
How much rambling could he do?
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door.
There's no door?
There's just you and the button.
Right.
And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
All right.
I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Obviously, I'm supposed to press that button.
I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks.
Okay.
I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel
okay,
like
here we go.
We've already...
Bye! 2 years? 2 months? How long has it been?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret.
Oh, he's going mad.
Time, Stanley.
See ya. Narrator? Is he gone? Is he dead? What happened? Hello? Oh, we're fenced in now. Oh, not really. I don't think there's any reason to go look around. Just keep skipping. The battery's out. Clock fell. Okay. Let's keep going. I don't know what's happening.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said,
Okay. I have no idea where this is going, man. So the smoke alarm is not dead. Maybe we should go behind here. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, let's press the button again. This is so strange. Okay, here we go.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, I'm not very good at that. Here we go. It's leaking. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, eventually the wall's gonna fall down and we can leave. Right? I don't know. This is pretty cool. Press the button. Okay. I wonder where this hole came from. It's just a nondescript bright white light. Press the button again. Oh. I guess we're exponentially forwarding in time. There's trees, there's birds. This pipe is almost within reach. See what happens when I press the button again. Okay, everything's gone. Maybe a nuclear winter happened. What are we hearing? Is it wind noises? It's just dark now. It's the end of the world. That's pretty creepy. What do you think that noise is, guys? Oh, there's an opening. I thought maybe eventually we'd start playing Doom. Alright, what's out here? A featureless landscape. Just one sun. Hello! Is anyone there? Let's just travel towards the sun. I don't know if the sun is rising or falling. Music's hopeful at least. There's dust on the horizon. Is the storm coming? Can I sprint? I'm hungry. Okay. I'm assuming I'm supposed to just keep walking. Is that the end? The end is never the end, is never the end. Hey, we're back! It looks like vanilla. Okay, so that was probably definitely one of the endings. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we did that. Was there other choices? I don't know. I'm gonna do more vanilla stuff.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I want to go to the escape route now. So let's just rush through
Yet
all
there
this.
was not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, the escape route is after we do this. What's the number,
Stepping
guys?
into his
2845.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay, go back.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the box. Stanley was in such a rush to
There
get
we go.
through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah, shut up.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is crazy. Come on, open up.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Dark. Alright, here we go. Alright, I clicked on everything right. So now... Oh, this. Elevator again. Right. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Alright, here we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, this time, let's escape. What's over here?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Really? What's gonna kill me? Whew. Keep moving. Zigzag.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Never! We will prevail.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes, bring it on. Red light. No. Alright, so this is death. Looks like it. Yo! The end is... Oh. Cool. Ouch. Let there be light.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs.
Oh
from
no,
a
we're gonna
blind
get
man.
crushed!
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
Oh, God.
to his brief and shallow
Can we
life.
escape?
Farewell,
Press the button!
Stanley.
Something! Oh god, we're gonna die. Duck! I can duck. And I don't think it did. Wait a minute.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Huh?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hey. We didn't die. We're alive. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Is that a competitor to the narrator? Who is that? Maybe that's his girlfriend.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The planning room, I guess. No more room. Filing cabinets. Can't do nothing there. Office computers. Hey, let's play some solitary. I turned it off. Let's turn them all off. Why not? Got some buttons. Office 1, 2, and 3. Button sounds. Selection of sounds. Okay. Here's the credits, the people that made the game. Well done, guys. Let's go this way. Alright. It's like a museum of sorts. Office clock. Excellent. Do those rooms connect up? I think they do. Well, sort of.
Trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Okay.
On the roof.
The roof, what? Outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly
Stanley
3
walked
separate
over the
times.
bridge.
Okay. 3 separate times over 2 years of development.
Now
Wow.
then, this elevator for sure will get him right back on track to where he was.
Sound clips. Okay, let's go up here. It's such a weird game. I don't know what to make of it. The question is this fun? It's alright, I think. Countdown desk. Monitor room elevator. Okay. Alright, that's obviously where we gotta go. I want to see what's over here, though. But is it worth exploring? That's the question, yeah? Is it worth exploring? Okay. Stanley's offices are identical. Alright, let's go see what this switch does. Unless I could take this elevator or something. No. Alright, here we go. Stanley Parable.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. And that's where we start, right?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Who are you talking to?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me.
Oh, no.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Was she seriously trying to tell me to quit the game? That's funny. That's hilarious. Hello? Here we go. And we're back. I just need to check something real quick. Okay, it's still recording. I guess we're gonna try choices.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this time let's go to the right door and see what choices we can make over here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Nope.
Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Very
Perhaps
well.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna mess with every door as we come across.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, I don't think I will. Unless... No, I went this way. Let's go this way again. There are some other choices I can make here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I am almighty. Alright, back to the beginning. Let's see what other choices we can
Stanley
do.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, this time we'll go through here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
And got on the elevator.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's,
left?
left.
Can we make it?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
not
okay.
The right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Excellent.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Get through the door before he changes his mind again. And we're here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so we've done all this before, but it didn't save my progress, so I guess we're gonna go down that sort of thing again.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
So many doors.
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Everything.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Cool.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, I didn't go this way last time. Let's see what happens. We took a right, and then another... Is it gonna loop back around? I think so. Such a weird area. This is gonna loop back, right? No? I'm lost. I don't know where I am. This feels like it's like randomly generated hallways. It's like happening dynamically. Okay. Why not? One door is as good as the other. Everyone knows what you did. They're just...
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Why not? Okay, now what? What are we gonna do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. Now all the doors are gone.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's worse.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Can't, door's closed. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's go the other way. What are we gonna find this way? think we're just going back to my office there, narrator.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Alright, I'm ready. Give me the story.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Right, let's do it. Okay. Everything's blue. Alright, things changed. And now we're in a horror game.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
No?
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah, it was an office
Well, do
building.
you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Woo!
Congratulations!
Everybody likes to win.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Yeah, there's a hollow
we both
victory.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Not at
Some
all.
people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Restarteru. Here we go.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, the adventure line. Excellent. Alright, let's follow the line. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Okay.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even
Yeah.
if there's no story there?
True.
Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Okay.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. So exciting.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
No. I don't want to look at no stinking fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Here we are
Is-
again.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
And away we go.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
That's as good as any. Let's do it. I like it when we collaborate, me and the narrator.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay, so weird. So what kind of story do we want? I don't know. Something exciting, dangerous, fun.
Oh, no, not you again.
The line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Acknowledge it, TM. This is crazy. This is a genuinely unique game, though. Kind of a walking simulator, but whatever.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Cool.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. But that same logic works with the left door too. See? The confusion ending.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay.
And the timer stopped?
It did stop.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
That's a good question there.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No, it's not a story at all.
In the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Alright, that scared me just a little bit. And we're back! I think this is where I quit last time. Let's see what happens now.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time. Okay. Hey. No point in checking these doors, but I keep doing it.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So now
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, let's see what other choices we can make over here. I don't know, I get the sense
Stanley
that...
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't know, am I crazy or have I experienced the majority of this game already? I can't think of any major choices to make now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
There's
foot.
the line.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, the elusive
This is
her.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Alright, into the darkness.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly play... Oh, no, you can't...
I
Did you
unplugged
just
it.
unplug the phone?
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Cigarette
It's
butts.
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes
Right.
in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
Free will, man.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see...
What?
No, that's not possible. I
What?
can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Ooh, plot thickens.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Okay.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Alright, how delightful.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a
Hypothetical
choice.
person.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Back, sack, and crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8 choices.
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
This is so crazy. I don't know what to make of this.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
Okay.
This way, please.
Okay. Alright, now what? We're just gonna backtrack? Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna go through this door. What's that mess? Ugh. Alright, just gonna keep going back.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and
Yeah, it's
dying.
fenced off.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Right then. Alright, so where we going, Mrs. Narrator? What are we doing? Oh, need an access card. Okay. It's gonna lead me all the way back. Okay. Okay, so we're back in the break room.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But of course we're not going to do that, right? To have a choice. Is there any choices to be made?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. The right door. Gotcha.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
This is so weird. Alright, go back through the door again. Now back to the right door. Oh. Guess maybe we gotta go through the left door now. Alright, here we go. I think the game broke. Narrator.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Amusement.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know.
You don't know?
What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
What do you do? What are you gonna do?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Funny if he actually shuts the game down. What's going on? No, he didn't shut the game down. It has gotten weird.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Won't you cry about it?
Oh.
Oh, my story.
That
My
story.
story. Oh, no, my story.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Okay, now what?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And then he went through the right door again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Now what? What are you
Behave
gonna do?
exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Once more with feelings.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, so at this point I'm gonna be forced to go to the left,
exactly
aren't I?
as Stanley would.
Yeah.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, we'll go to the left. Is this gonna continue on like how it was before? Maybe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It won't let me go downstairs. Okay, this is different. What else are we looking at here? And this doesn't say executive bathroom. You want me to go through there? Okay, okay, okay. Alright, this is different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. I don't know what to do. It's not working.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what?
What?
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
And...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Is that the real ending?
Is everything all right?
Looks like it.
Stanley, this is important.
What the hell?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
I can. I can hear you, but I have no mouth there, buddy.
There. Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Been waiting a long time there, pal.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Okay, now what?
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Poor guy.
Take as much time as you need.
And we're back. Okay. I feel like that was an ending. So is this a complete restart now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I'm gonna go through the new content again and see if I can make other choices, but I have a feeling I've done everything. Guys, I need some guidance. What should I be doing in this game? I mean, I'm just wandering blindly, and I think that is what the point of the game is, to wander blindly, discover new things, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm making, like, actual headway or not.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I don't know, man. A lot of elevators and stuff. I mean, this can't be all there is to the new content, right? The end is never the end. Can I make other choices? I don't remember if there were other choices to be made. Yeah.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be.
Okay, this is different.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
I like it.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
It's a sequel. Woo! Alright, this is definitely different. That says number 2. Oh, because
Yes,
it's number 2.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay. Oh, this is different? Now what?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
But we're still alone. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Okay. They're back. The 2 doors. More TSP, better TSP, win-win. So a sequential mind share, paradigm shift, and all this. Okay. 2 brains. It's the Fern again. What a weird game. No, there's 2 Stanleys.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
New features. Makes me think of Netflix for some reason. Okay. This way to new content, is it? Alright. Expo Hall number 2. The Stanley Parable number 2. I guess those are doors.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Enjoy. Hey, it's merch. Huh, I wonder if that QR code works. The reassurance bucket is that way. Office decorations, and this is what Stanley looks like. Alright. Let's look in here.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Can I choose? I don't have a voice, you know, Mr. Narrator. Oh. Let's do Happy Birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Bouncy balloons. Now what? The balloons decorated everything. And go back out the way you came.
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Alright, so it just loops back around to this main area. Kind of want to see what else is here. Free new easy achievement! Get it here! Alright, let's get a free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works. Where have I heard that before?
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Alright, let's do it. I have my overlays turned off right now, so I wouldn't be able to see it.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Can't do anything with this. Will he say something if I keep doing this? I don't think so. Alright, let's go back. I don't know. I just feel lost all the time playing this game. Alright.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles! Alright, let's go up here. That's a big Stanley. Alright, can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Ooh. It's like a planetarium.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
This is so weird. Alright, so that's the collectible right there. And the masses, the unwashed masses trying to get it. But no, they can't get it because it is ours. 1 of 6. Is he really going to make me collect 6? I don't know. Maybe there's 6 all around here, I don't know.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Okay. You are here. Jump circle. This map. Free achievement. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Merch. I don't know. Let's just go this way. The jump circle's this way. The exit is this way. I don't want to exit just yet. Infinite hole. It won't end. You guys want to check out the infinite hole? Let's go over here first. Oh, we already looked at all this, didn't we? The button that says the name of the player. Okay. Where's this button? Oh, this hurts my eyes. This must be the button. It's not the button. Where is the button? Can I push the button? That's new. Oh, there's a hole up there. How do I get up there? Maybe through this door here. Yeah, it's going up. Epilogue. Okay.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. I guess we're just gonna go through this path. Okay, setting world champion. Settings were okay. Oh, this door's closed. Settings, world champion. Can't go through there. I guess we'll go see what this, infinite hole is, huh? Alright, we came out of there. Some more stuff here. I don't know. Is there 6 collectibles or not? That looks like epidermis. That's a black hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
What's that?
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Okay. We'll check it out just a second. I don't know why I'm running around. Let's just go. Alright, here's the endless hole. Let's go! Yo!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
G to return to the surface. Yeah, I'm gonna keep falling for a second.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? What's at the bottom? Is there really a bottom? Is there really infinite? What's going on? See what else he says.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole?
Yes.
To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Oof.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm just impressed that I survived the fall somehow. What if I don't press the button? What are you gonna do? Hello? Guess maybe... Alright, let's press the button.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Alright.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Hey, everybody likes holes.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time.
Oh,
Don't
so
need
weird.
to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Okay.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a
Tally-ho!
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Indeed.
If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Alright, let's do that.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
It's not working.
Is the teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a minute. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Alright, see you later,
Take care,
man.
Stanley.
Goodbye.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Right. He's gonna come back. I mean, why can't I just crawl out? No jumping. What's going on? Hello? It's not so bad here. I mean, I've got something to lean on. I got like some cigarette butts to build houses with, maybe? Hey, the hell's going down? What magical new world are we going to discover now? Change your perspective. Let's do it again. So I guess this is another ending then. And I think it just cycles now. Yeah. Change my perception? So much fun! This is dumb. That's confusing. Change your reality. Yeah, let's stick with that. Reality is now changed. Ooh. It looks evil. Oh, that's so weird.
My head's stronger. Now you're no
Puppies!
longer using up the space of mine.
Let's change yourself. We're a robot. We're a robot. Upside down.
Using up the space of mine.
Space.
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the
So
space
strange.
of mine.
Stanley? Stanley?
What's up?
Stanley!
What?
Oh,
What?
good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
That was so weird.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
Okay.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
What is Toodle Pip? Is he seriously just gonna leave us here? Alright, I guess we're gonna go back down, right? Or is that the reset now? Nope, we're here now.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Alright, let's go here. We didn't press do this. Let's press the name button. It's up there.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Sure, let's see if it works. What's my name? Say my name.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim.
Is this an
and as
acting
Jim,
exercise?
Watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
The funny thing is, I'm JT. J stands for James, and Jim is a nickname for James. So, it's kind of funny.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Alright, let's do it again.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Right.
Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
No.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
No such thing.
I'm putting the gym button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Bring it back. Aw. Alright. I guess we're gonna move on. I don't know why I keep messing with these doors. There's no point. And I can't press these buttons, right? Nope. Alright, let's go on. That door didn't open. Okay, what have we not done? The reassurance bucket. We haven't done
I
that.
suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Well, it just so happens I'm kind of a Jim. Alright. No screenshots, please. We were already in there, right? Yeah, office decoration. That was the balloon one. Alright, so we haven't been in here. The bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Here it
You
comes.
see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
Language.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Alright, let's hug the bucket. He's laughing. Why are you laughing?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yeah, it's
And
very
in
comforting.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The
Okay.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, no one can say I don't have a pot to piss in. So I just keep the bucket. It's now mine. Alright, let's go. Me and the bucket. I will name him William. Alright, William. Where should
Does
we go?
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I think we did everything, right? No, we didn't go to the exit. Guess that's all that's left, right? We did everything else. Yeah. To the exit we go. With our bucket. Wow, trendy artwork.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah, I think so. Somebody left their bag. It's a big Stanley. Guess this is the exit, huh? No screenshots, please. It's an auditorium.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Was that a cow?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go.
Version 2.
2. Who am I kidding, Stanley?
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
What you got? What you got?
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm already looking. The Stanley Parable 2. Alright, let's begin the game. What is going on here?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
There's a balloon!
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay.
Stanley was happy.
He was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley Parable
Something
2.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Stupid balloons.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so, other than these balloons that I don't think I can interact with.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's the bucket. Let's grab the bucket. Hello, bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
This is so dumb. Alright, where's the button? I want to press the button. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
What a great bucket.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Alright.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I can go this way, though. Nope. Alright, let's get to the meeting room. I don't think I've ever actually made this choice before. So, we're playing the Stanley Parable sequel, man. How great is that?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay. Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Really?
You can feel that, can't you? The
Really?
aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yeah, it's my
You
bucket.
can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
What's it calling me?
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Is it haunted?
Even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich
And
emotional
we're gone.
landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright, what about this closet? Hey, it's a collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
We found 2 of 6. Okay. I don't know, I kind of like collectibles, so I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Bucket.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Always.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Magic bucket. Ooh. Hey, another collectible, hey.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
That's half. Alright, let's go into this elevator shaft.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm so comforted. Alright. Is this the same? Yeah, I think it's the same.
Stanley and the bucket
Yeah.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright, so is the idea that I just redo everything with the bucket and I get like a little bit different dialogue now? Press the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay. Me and the bucket against the world.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Is it a bucket or a cat? What's going on here?
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay, here we go.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way.
In a really
The
cool
bucket
way.
made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Let's take this mother down. All right, let's turn it off. See what happens. What's standing with the bucket? Hello?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it.
We did it,
Stanley
Bucket.
and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Uh-oh. What happened?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face.
Smack.
This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Ooh, very dark ending. And the bucket's gone. Where are you, bucket? Are the balloons gone too? The balloons are gone. So, oh no, this is new. The bucket's right there. I don't know. Alright, let's go.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay. Immediately we're in this room now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to
There's
be.
Employee Lounge.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left, to go back to the meeting room.
It's gonna rush.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Right, his cargo lift.
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay, Mr.
Stanley
Bucket.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Is the bucket evil?
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
In here? Oh, there's the dark room right there. What are you gonna do to me, Bucket? Ooh, it's very dark in here.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? Can't go out that door. What now? Hello? Mr. Narrator? I could use some guidance, please. Oh, there's the bucket right there. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press that to take me to work with you. B.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Oh. I guess we're going into the office this time. Press Y to take me back home with you. Okay. Now we're back
Lately,
home.
I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Hey, Bucket. Good to see you. Now let's go back to work. That's so strange.
Try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Not
Listen
really.
to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
What about transferring powders, huh? Flour, you know? There's the bucket. Hello, Bucket. Don't listen to the loud man. Press C for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of
It's so
metal.
weird. Alright, Mr. Bucket. Ignore anyone in your life except for me. Okay.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yes, it's very alluring. Alright. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press B to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
He's falling under the allure of the bucket. One of us. Press B to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Bucket. Press X to go home to work. To go home to work to home to... Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. Oh no, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing.
Yes.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Romantic lighting. Where is this going? Oh no. Hey there, Bucket. Did you miss me? Daddy's home.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
It's
Give it to
mine.
me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
That's so stupid. Okay, where do we go from here? Go back to work, Stanley. Right. Now, is this a true reset or what? No, the balloons are still here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. It's kind of running long. I don't know if I'm gonna continue with this series because I don't know how to structure it. I don't even know how to commentate it. I'm just sort of along for the ride. It's gonna be yeah. It's all up to you guys. If you want me to do this, hit the like button, and if I get at least, I don't know, 15 likes, then I'll continue the series. But anyways, thank you for joining me. You know I love having you around. It's always good to see yous, and I'll catch you in the next episode.